In this video, I'm going to teach you how to break away from limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck by using what I call the prosecutor defense attorney method. So the first thing you need to know about beliefs is this: beliefs are nothing more than a decision you stopped questioning. So I'll say that again: a belief is nothing more than a decision you stopped questioning. Beliefs are not the truth. Beliefs are not the fact. Beliefs are just something that at some point in your life you decided was true and then started collecting evidence to prove that that thing you thought was true is actually true. Now, a belief is like a table, and a table has a tabletop, which is the tabletop belief, and underneath the table it has a number of legs. Some beliefs have 3 legs, some beliefs have 4 legs, some beliefs have 400 legs. Now, these legs that prop up the tabletop belief is the evidence that you've collected over time to support the belief. But it does not mean that just because that table has a lot of legs, that belief is any much more truer than a table that only has 1 leg. So what we want to do when we want to destroy a limiting belief, we have to dismantle a limiting belief 1 leg at a time, or 2 legs at a time if you want to give it a bit of a push. And we do that with the prosecutor defense attorney method. And here's how you do that. It's very, very simple. Think of a limiting belief that's holding you back. So maybe it's the belief of I'm not good enough, or maybe it's the belief of people don't like me, or maybe it's a belief of I can't start a business, yeah? And then what I want you to do on this piece of paper, I want you to give 1 column, which is the prosecutor, and I want you to start flushing out all of the evidence that you have, that you know about, that supports the belief. So if it's I'm not good enough, you might have evidence that says that, okay, when I was 7 years old, I put my hand up in class to answer a maths question and everybody laughed, therefore I'm not good enough. Write that down. Write the next bit of evidence you've collected. When I was 10 years old, I tried to dance in the end of school prom and fell over, broke my knee, and therefore I'm not good enough. Write that. That'd be a pretty disastrous fucking event, but if that happened to you, write that down. Write down all of the other bits, the big bits that support it and the little things that support it. You're collecting evidence like a prosecutor would, yeah? Then what I want you to do, once you've done that, go and take a break and come back to it. Now I want you to be the defense attorney. I want you to start asking questions about that decision. So on the first thing, yeah, I put my hand up in class, everybody laughed at me, therefore I'm not good enough. I want you to question it. Is that true 100%? Yes or no? Well, no, that's not true. I was 7 years old. Okay, brilliant. So what was the truth about that? I didn't know the answer. No biggie. Okay, write that down. The next thing, I fell over when I was dancing, busted up my knee. Does that mean I'm not good enough? No, it just means I tripped over and I was unlucky that day. Write that down, yeah? What you're doing, you're questioning the prosecutor's case. You're dismantling their case piece by piece as a defense attorney. You're pulling away the legs that are holding up the tabletop belief. Then what you want to do, once you've brought down those legs, you've destroyed the legs, you've brought down the belief, let's start building a more empowering belief. How do you do that? The same way. A belief is built in the same way, like this table. So pick a more empowering belief. I am good enough. Now your job as a human being moving through the world is to start collecting evidence that supports that belief. So every single day, go out and prove to yourself you are good enough. What do you already know about yourself that proves that you're good enough? Write that stuff down. And then every single day, go through your day doing stuff that proves you're good enough. And as you get to the end of the day, write it down, yeah? Celebrate your journey. Celebrate the wins along the way. Make sure that new belief has very strong legs underneath it, and ideally 400 plus legs underneath it. So there you go. To dismantle a belief, first be a prosecutor, then be the defense attorney. Bring that table down. To build a new belief, create the new belief, and then start collecting evidence every single day that proves you are the person that belief says you are.